I'm honestly so shook at how many books I've read in August. Like, oh my god, that's a lot of books. Today's read is The Romance Book Club by Alyssa K. Adams, read by Andrew Idens. I love it more when a man reads a book. This book definitely made me cry more than once. It also got me really upset at some points, made me get into my own feelings and think of my own past. But all in all, it was a great book. I would definitely buy this and put it in my collection and reread it. In the end, I rate this book a 5 out of 5. I hope that you give this book a chance, and if you do, leave me a comment. I'm officially on book 40 out of 50. I'm so close to achieving my goal. What other book than The Fifth Witness by Michael Connelly? You need to get your hands on the Mickey Holler series. It takes place where I grew up, so literally like in my backyard. Of course, I don't live there anymore, but just the memories. And then I love talking to my sister about it, and she's the one who got me into the books. I saw the movie before I even read the book, and then I got into the books. Now it's a series on Netflix. Oh, listen, the books will always do it better. Something always stays happening to this man. The ending has me so shook. Of course, I watched the series. I rate this book a 5 out of 5. I feel like this one is my second favorite. Of course, Lincoln Lawyer is the first one. I think you should definitely give it a chance. It had everything, and literally something always happens to Mickey Holler. So read it, let me know your thoughts, and let's discuss it. So I can't remember if I read book 3 of the Mickey Holler series. I know I read book 1 and 2. My list shows that I read it, but my Goodreads doesn't. And I'm quick to put when I read a book. So I'm reading the book. I finally got it. I can't remember if I read it. I swore I did, but I read book 4 and I was like, wait, hold on. I was thinking about my reviews and I was like, I don't think I read it. So my Starbucks, and this book is already turning out to be hopefully good. Hopefully. But it was confirmed. It was definitely confirmed. I did not read book 3. Oh my god, how embarrassing. This is scary now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of having a hard time listening to this book because of how, like, what the case is about. I know I'm in a mood. I know because people keep asking me if I'm okay, and I'm not okay. And this is just like trigger warning, okay? So be careful if you read this book. It may trigger you. I feel extremely triggered, and I want to finish this book as fast as possible because I feel like it's already going to end in a bad note. I definitely speeded this book up to a 2.50 because I needed to get through it. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 because ultimately Michael Connelly did a really good job writing this book. It was just it was just the case, honestly. I'm not even gonna front. Like, it was a good book, and I feel like when I was reading the reviews, people weren't really getting that. They were so mad about the story, but Mickey Holler was great. I loved hearing that part of him and seeing this side, so I appreciated that. Michael Connelly, you did your thing. But again, 4 out of 5. If you read this book, let me know your thoughts. After the reversal, I was in a major funk and I needed to get out of it. Like, I didn't want to read any books after. So I just suggested to my book dealer something that's going to get me into the mood, which is a good romance book. And she suggested Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. I enjoyed the narrators. I enjoyed the story. The only thing is I just felt like everything happened so fast and low-key predictable. In the end, I didn't rate this book because I've never read anything from hers, but I did enjoy the storyline. It was a super quick read. I ended up finishing in a day, but it didn't help my slump, so I did need something else to help. She then suggested I read Getting Played by Emma Chase. I enjoyed this one a lot better than I did with Getting Schooled. It still had the same characters, but the storyline was different main characters, so I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the little snippets of everybody else that we got a chance to look back on, but I loved this one. I didn't rate it also, but if I had to, I would probably give it like a 4 out of 5. It was honestly awesome. This was a 3-day read and I enjoyed it. My book dealer then suggested I read Here Comes the Body because I wanted something a little bit more dark, mysterious, you know, something that I'm just more than romance. And I wanted to love this book, but honestly, I hated it with a passion. I could not wait to finish this book. And it took place in New York. I was like, it's my vibe. I'm right around the corner. I even went to upstate New York, so I thought that it was gonna be like a whole cute vibe, but it wasn't. And I don't want to discredit this author because I've never read anything from her before, but if this is what you're into, go for it, read it. Just for me, it was a major no. After Here Comes the Body, I literally had nothing to read, so I decided to read The Chef by James Patterson. The narrator did not match what I was envisioning. I thought the book was okay. I would probably not ever read it again, and I would probably never suggest it to anybody. My sister was like, why did you read that book? You don't know. I mean, I wanted to give it a try. She wasn't like putting me down or anything, but whatever. It was an okay book. I don't remember if I rated it, but if I did, it'll probably be like a 2 or a 3. Anyways, that's the end of my August reads. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it and like looking back at everything that I've read, and I had some hits and I had some misses, but it is what it is. This is the game of reading. All right, well, that is what the month of August brought for me. I read so many books and no regrets. Just 2 books that I'm just like, I could have lived without, but hey, at least I got through it. I read it, and now I don't ever have to think about them again. But I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I honestly loved making this video. So I hope that you enjoyed it yourself. Thank you guys. I will see you in September.